I look ghostly. What's going on? Hi guys, welcome to my second anti-haul. I'm super excited to film this video. You guys love the anti-haul so much that I decided I'm gonna do them every other month on my channel. I don't know. Part of me feels like these are so messy, but another part of me feels like these are so much fun. I'm not gonna do a disclaimer this time. If you don't know what an anti-haul video is, it's basically a video. It's the opposite of a haul. I'm going to be telling you or sharing with you guys everything that I'm not buying, what I am not spending my money on, because I'm just over these products. I'm not here for them. So before we get into the things that I am not buying, I want to just talk about a couple of things. We have already established that I'm not buying any Jeffree Star, no Manny MUA, no collaborations between the two of them. I'm not here for Huda Beauty after some things that I found out she said about her customers. I'm not here for Morphe and all those other what I call social media brands. So now that we've gotten that umbrella of things that I'm not here for, let's move into these fun items. I've been compiling this list for about a month, so some of the things that I'm going to talk about are not necessarily new, but because I'm not doing this every month, some items will be a little more dated than others. So thank you for all the positive feedback from the last one. I wasn't sure how you guys are gonna feel about it, but it seems that you guys really loved it. So let's get into my list, y'all, because you know your girl had to make a list, because as I scroll through my Instagram timeline or look on my YouTube feed, I just feel like I'm always bombarded by products. That's the first thing I want to say. I think the time we're in right now, the market is just so oversaturated with everything. I'm honestly, I can't deal. I cannot deal. That's why I'm so glad I'm on my minimalism journey, because I just really don't feel compelled to buy a lot of these new lines or products. It's just like, it's too much. It's like overhaul. It's almost what MAC was years ago when they were putting out collections. Well, maybe they still do this. They would put out collections like 5 times a month. Maybe that's exaggerating, but it's just too much. It's too much. So let's get right into it. First thing that I am not here for, you guys, and I will be inserting pictures here. The first thing is the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip palette. Now, I think for some of you guys, if creating a custom color is your thing, this is great for you. If you are a makeup artist, this is for you. But for the average girl or guy, I just don't want to have to deal with a palette full of waxy pigments. It just puts me in the mind of an OCD nightmare. I just see myself leaving it like on my vanity because it's right in front of the window and all the colors melting together, and then I have a meltdown. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm not here for this lip palette. I also feel like, and you know, this is just my opinion, I just really want brands to stay in their lane. Okay, Anastasia is known as being the brow queen, the brow expert. She comes out with really great brow products. Why do you have to go into all these other things? You know, stay in your lane. You do brows very well. Though I love your eyeshadow palettes, the two that I have. Anastasia, just stay in your lane. Maybe it's just I feel this way because the market is so oversaturated and I'm tired of everybody and their mama coming out with the same type of palette and or product. The lip palette, I'm not here for you. I'm sorry, I'm not here for you. I'm really not. Okay, the next thing is the Lorac I Love Brunch palette. The reason why I included this, because I just find it so funny how all of a sudden brunch is just like this fabulous thing. Like, we have brunch all over t-shirts, phone cases, flip-flops, slides. What is our obsession with brunch? Okay, so that takes care of the name, but the actual palette itself, I'm not here for that. I'm not here for the Kat Von D Pastel Goth palette. Honestly, these pastel colors put me in the mind of children's palettes, like children's makeup from like Lisa Frank from 20 years ago. I remember Lisa Frank. I don't know, is it just me? I kind of feel like I'm too grown for pastel colors worn on my eye. I like either neutrals or deep purples, burgundies. And furthermore, pastel colors are usually more often than not matte. And matte colors are really hard to blend on your eyes unless you really know what you're doing. To me, these pastel palettes just don't cut it. Sorry, I'm not here for these pastel palettes. Okay, the next one is the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Nicole Guerrero collaboration. And this may be a little controversial, but this is, again, my opinion. And I think as long as we're all respectful of each other's opinions, that it's okay. Now, I love Nicole Guerrero. I follow her on YouTube and I love her personality. So when I saw this palette, at first I was like, again, like seriously, again. How many highlighter palettes are on the market now? It's too many. I'm sorry, there's too many damn highlighter palettes. It's too much. This is what I mean when I say the market is oversaturated in just stuff. You know, I kind of feel like I have 3 main highlighters that I use. Well, really only 2. My Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow and my Becca either Topaz or Opal. But I really only use the Bobbi Brown one because that's my favorite. I feel like unless you just like to collect makeup or you really just love Nicole Guerrero, there's no need to have that whole palette. In my opinion, I feel like as long as you have a bronze highlighter and a gold one, you're good to go, because on the skin, they're not gonna look that different. And honestly, I don't wanna spend my money on a palette that I'm only gonna use 2 or 3 of the colors, even though you can repurpose them for eyeshadows and what have you. I don't know, I'm just over these highlighting palettes. Let me know down below if anyone feels this way. I don't wanna seem like I'm just being negative, but I honestly can't. And then I was chatting with another one of my friends and they told me that either Anastasia or Kat Von D is coming out with another highlight palette, and it's going to be kind of like the Kat Von D Alchemist palette. Can we just stop? Can we all just stop? Maybe I'm asking too much, I don't know. Okay, next is going to be Too Faced. You guys, I don't know what's going on with Too Faced. We had the chocolate chip, the mint chocolate chip, I believe, or the white chocolate chip. Those palettes, looking at reviews and looking at the actual palettes themselves, were a flop. Then Too Faced came out with this honey. They have this peanut butter one. It's just too much. Too Faced, you guys know I love Too Faced. I have 4 Too Faced palettes. But at what point is enough enough? Like, majority of those shades are found in other palettes. Stop it. The packaging is all very childish, and I'm not saying that the colors inside aren't nice, but when is enough gonna be enough? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Okay, next is the Becca Prismatic Amethyst Highlight. And I was just talking to my friend Natalie about this today. That is basically an amethyst highlighter. Now, when I first saw it on Sephora's website, I think I laughed out loud because I'm like, oh, again, like, what is up with all these highlighters? Enough is enough. But it looks so pretty on the skin. But I go back to what I said earlier. I'm of the belief that you really only need 2 colors. This is coming from a newly found Minimalist. Are my hands ashy? Guys, I feel like my hands have been ashy this whole time. But once again, this is coming from a newly found Minimalist. I just don't know why you need all those highlighters. Now, of course, some people are gonna wanna get these products because they're new and they're pretty, but I know with myself, I tend to buy things just because it's new and pretty, and then it just sits in my tower of makeup for months untouched. So I'm not here for that. Though I think it's nice, it's not something that I'm gonna spend my money on. I'm sure if I were to get a lot of these things that I'm talking about in this anti-haul, I would be grateful. Well, of course, because I'm never gonna be ungrateful, but I'm not spending my coin on them. That's the point. I just can't do it. Next, we have the Tom Ford lip colors, and in this same category, I'm going to talk about the Louboutin makeup line. I think the mascara is like $70 or $80. You guys know I'm all here for high-end products, but when do we cap it? Like $80 for a mascara or $53 for a Tom Ford lipstick? As beautiful as they are, and they are gorgeous, as pretty as the Louboutin packaging is, I would never spend my money on an $8 mascara. That's like a whole face of makeup. I can buy a foundation, a mascara, and an eyeliner for $80. So I think maybe people who are buying these products are like Louboutin collectors. I think if someone I knew really loved Louboutin, that's a nice gift. But I just honestly can't see the average guy or girl spending that much on a mascara. Is it just me, guys? Is it just me? Maybe it is. I cry when I have to spend $30 on a mascara. So $80? No. I thought the $50 nail polish was bad enough, and I received that as a gift and I love it, but would I ever spend my money on one? I don't know. Not even with the VIB sale. That's just too much. I can't. Another item I'm not here for is the Clinique Crayola set. Once again, I just want to know who the targeted audience is. I can't see, I mean, I'm not necessarily old, but I don't think I would buy a Crayola makeup set. I just feel like that should be sold at Toys R Us for like $10. Let me know if it's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh. I don't know. But when I saw that, I'm just like, I don't want to own anything in my makeup tower that looks like a crayon, because it puts me in the mind of melting. And you guys know how I feel about products melting. It's a nightmare. Can't do that. Okay, these Vizart, is it Vizart? I think it's Vizart. The Vizart palettes are $80 for an eyeshadow palette. I've heard that those shadows are very pigmented. They blend like a dream, but whoa, there's a huge bee outside my window. I honestly could never spend that much on a palette. I think the cap for most makeup items for me is $50. I think around the $50 mark, I should be able to get some high quality makeup. But $80 for an eyeshadow palette, at least for me, I'm not here for it, and I'm not spending my money on it, especially because I have like 10 or 12 or 15 makeup palettes, and I honestly reach for the same two. So people, I know I have friends who really love those Vizart, I believe that's how you pronounce it, those palettes, but you're not gonna see me buy one. Okay, the next are the Surratt, I believe that's how you pronounce it, beauty brushes. Now they go up to $230. Yeah, you heard me correctly, $230. You guys, what's happening in the makeup world? I don't know. I feel like I'll go buy 100 e.l.f. brushes before I go spend $230 on a makeup brush. I'm not here for it. I'm not. I don't know. I just feel like things are getting way too expensive, and the quality of a lot of things is just not there. And I think there are lower end brands that have really affordable products and nice quality things. So Surratt Beauty, sorry girl, I'm not here for you. And the next one is this Blend Smart rotating brush. This is so gimmicky. Oh my goodness, it's a spinning brush. It's like a Clarisonic makeup brush. Like, why can't you just go like this? Can you imagine having to charge a makeup brush or replace batteries in a makeup brush? I don't know if it's solar power, set your makeup brush on the windowsill. I don't know, but that's just doing too much. And at $70, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. Okay, the last thing we're gonna talk about are these Farsali serums. Whatever they are, I don't know. I'm gonna insert a picture. I am so sick of seeing them all over Instagram. Is it just me, you guys? I know I talked about it in my last Sephora wish list, because now Farsali is being sold on Sephora. I had no clue. I thought it was just a social media brand that was only sold on Instagram. They have names like Unicorn Tears and just really gimmicky things. And I just feel like when it comes to skincare, at least for me, because I'm really into skincare, I like for my products to be more medical. Like, I don't want you to sell me something because it's called Unicorn Tears and it looks like a rainbow. I want you to sell me something because it works and I see good results and it's worth it. So to me, a lot of things when I scroll through my timeline on Instagram, I just see things that are very gimmicky, and I don't know. A lot of times I just sit back and I scroll and I just laugh, and I'm just like, no thank you, no thank you, no thank you. And I don't know, if you are into Farsali serums, let me know what you think about them. But I'm not intrigued by something that's called Unicorn Tears, as pretty as that sounds. I'm just over it. I think the makeup world right now has just gotten like to be too much. It's very oversaturated. Everybody's doing too much, and I just need everybody to take a nap, wake up, refresh, let's compose ourselves, and let's just get back to basics. I don't know. I hope you guys found this video interesting. Hopefully you laughed a little. Once again, I wasn't trying to sound negative, but you guys like this video, and these are all the things that I am not going to be spending my hard-earned money on, because most of them are just too gimmicky. So yeah, let me know down below what you guys are not feeling now. Let me know what's overhyped, oversaturated, gimmicky, a hot mess, and all that jazz. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.